Welcome, everybody, to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New York Giants. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Break. 18 Cardinal.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You talk about this Giant defense. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Meanwhile, Richardson's throw taken in by Slayton. He's still on his feet. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Slayton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Commanders go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Come on, set. Ready?
Throwing on first down is Lance. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Play action, now it's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Hey, go steal. Ready.
Throwing his Lance on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Jamar Chase, 76 yards. And the Giants are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Carlson's extra point up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. From the shotgun, Richardson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out, something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one. Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You talk about this Giant defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the #6 unit in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Richardson now on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Richardson to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Rashid Shaheed on the return. Giants take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
Cordero Patterson! And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
The Giants at 4-5, a game under 500. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Lance looking to throw it.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 46 yards. The Chain Gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
And cycle. Ready, ready. Hut, hut.
They'll run with Patterson.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Black shot. Ready?
And Lance going to throw.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now third and goal.
Ready.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
Ready, go. Check, hut.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Down.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Shot. 17. Go.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
And they'll bring out Anders Carlson now to try the field goal.
This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And his kick is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Commanders 7.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2.
As they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Richardson. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it up.
And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Now that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Ready, set.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3rd down and 1.
Check white. .52 black. Edo blue. Trouble 38. Hut.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Sutton. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
Rail.
On 1st down, Sutton. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Ready?
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But if the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Come on, set.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
Okay, ready? Slide, 97. Hut, hut.
Lance going to try and throw on third down here.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
A.T. Perry.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Giants are able to widen their advantage.
They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
1st and 10, it's Patterson.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up, because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner.
Ready, ready.
Here's Patterson again.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Cordero Patterson
with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Richardson out of the shotgun.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That third down conversion good for 23.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington. His third rushing touchdown on the year and fourth overall. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Completes it to Perry. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack, but that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And they punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returnable here from the 38. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
On the jump.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go now.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Got his man in the crossing pattern. It's Slayton. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
19 right.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Open man, here's Hamilton. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's got it. And the
Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. A final shot before the half. Richardson. And it's caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now Lance wants to change him up. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Steel, black, yellow, go.
And Lance now to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
Come on.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They go play action with Richardson. Rolling to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and it forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
18, 5 years. Ready?
1st and 10, it's Richardson. And he can't get away from the
pressure. The Giants get there. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Richardson's throw taken in by Palmer.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
These two teams met in our nation's capital earlier this season with the Commanders picking up the win at FedEx Field. So they are looking for the sweep here at MetLife. Richardson working from the gun.
20. Touchdown, Washington.
Robbie Chosen.
48 yards.
And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On second down, here's Lance.
Got a man, it's Patterson complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Hey, Brad! Ready?
Throwing now is Lance. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Red, cycle. Slide through. Ready.
Now Lance throwing on 2nd down.
Eluding the pressure right.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Hut, hut. Ready, ready.
They'll give it to Patterson.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Come on, set.
2nd and 9.
12, 10. 10 cycle.
Now Lance looking to change it up. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 19-yard line. 78 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
And now an audible here into something else.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Here we go, set.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Set, go. Ready?
Running the counter, Patterson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
Hey, green. Black Ultra. Set, cut.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance.
Flushed out right.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Ready, check.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Up the middle, Nwangu. It's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Another run now for Nwangu. And now off to the races down the right side. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. 116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PA. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Zander Horvath, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
Giants 27.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25.
On the ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. They will find Davis. That's complete. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Blue, go. Blue striking. Set, go. Hut.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he is going to lose yardage here.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On the double.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Drill, 52. Set.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10.
Ready, go. Blaster. Ready.
Here's Lance. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Will Anderson Johnson in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
Lance looking to throw.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Now Lance. And that's complete to Davis. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Hey, blue. Green Jack. Ready.
Desperation time here. Lance looking deep here for Chase.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
And Washington is going to win the football game. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Down to a knee goes Richardson, and that should finish off this victory. But Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second-half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team who led at halftime, and now is leaving here, knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So for the Commanders,
they just keep